welcome to Rev Indoor Cycling. I have another spicy bodyweight Tabata for you guys. This is going to attack your entire body from head to toe. The only piece of equipment you're going to need is something that you can do toe taps on. So you want something that's elevated off the floor. It could be a pillow, it could be a stack of books, it could be your sleeping cat. It doesn't really matter, but you will need something just to tap your toes so that your feet are elevated off the ground, okay? So you'll just need that item, all right? What's a Tabata? A Tabata is 8 rounds, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We've got 4 Tabatas, 2 movements per Tabata, equaling 8 movements and 16 minutes of high intensity interval work, okay? I'm gonna demonstrate the entire program. I highly recommend that you follow along with me, and then I'm gonna get our music going and our timer on, and we're just gonna jack this thing up, okay? So speaking of Tabata number 1, movement number 1 will be our warm-up with our jumping jacks, all right? So make this as explosive as you want. If you need a low impact version, you can always tap the feet out to the side, okay? Movement number 2 in Tabata 1 are going to be those toe taps. So you'll need something elevated off the floor. I conveniently have these weight plates. So just gonna tap those toes, continue to get my heart rate up, okay? So those are the 2 movements in Tabata number 1. Tabata number 2, movement 1, is going to be a lunge and jump squat combination, okay? So we're going to step forward lunge, and then jump squat, okay? So forward lunge, and then your jump squat, okay? So 2 movements there. Being really mindful and careful about your knees, making sure knees do not flow over the toes here. And your jump squat, you should have a nice wide stance of the feet, hip width, or even a little wider, okay, for that move there. So that's very dynamic. If you don't want to leave the floor on the jump squat, you can simply get your air squat. There's no problem with that, okay? Movement number 2, Tabata 2. Burpees, always burpees. They're just there. They're an amazing move, okay? So we hit the deck, press back up, and leave the floor, okay? What I care a lot about is that push-up, hitting the deck, heading to the floor, pressing your body weight back up. But if you get tired, you can turn this into a plank out. So that would be heading down, hopping out into your plank, and then back in and finding your jump. Or ultimately, you can make this low impact by removing the jump completely, okay? Burpee Nation, let's go. Tabata number 3, it gets really spicy with some spider push-ups, okay? So you're gonna come down to the floor, plank position, all right? And then when you descend into your push-up, you're gonna draw your knee towards your elbow. So as I go down into my push-up, my knee comes to the outside of my elbow, and then I press back up to plank. I descend, knee to elbow, press back up to plank. Down, and then up. This is definitely an advanced style push-up. So if you need to here, get your standard push-ups on your toes or your knees. It's absolutely fine, so scale that and make it work for you, okay? The next move I think is kind of fun. It's sort of an army crawl. I call it the forearm plank crawl, and it's gonna mimic that spider movement, okay? So we're down into our forearm plank this time, and as my right leg steps forward, my left arm is gonna travel forward. So I'm gonna step, and then back, back, step, step, back, back, step, step, back, back. So you really only need to go 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. And the key here, the pro tip, is to stay in that plank position, keep the booty down. That's gonna be the challenge, okay? If you get tired, take a break. I'm already winded, and this is like the demo, okay? So this is gonna be really spicy. Our last Tabata number 4, we've got wide out squat jumps. So you're gonna take your squat jump much wider than you normally would. Jump it in, wide, okay? So go really, really wide if you need to. If it helps, you can turn the toes out into that plie squat, okay? It's totally up to you and how you wanna get that, but we're thinking definitely wide, dropping that seat nice and low, really burning up the legs, okay? Now our last movement, last but not least, is a bicycle crunch with the option to also do a V-up, okay? So you can really amplify this one. If you want to just do bicycle crunches, we're on the floor, right? We go opposite elbow to knee here. We're doing a lot of that motion today, okay? If you want the spicier advanced version, we're going to travel into a V-up while we're doing our bicycles. So that looks like this, back, down, back, up, into that sit up, and woo, okay? So you can do either or, you can mix it up. Remember, you're gonna tag 4 rounds of each movement for a total of 8 rounds. Whew. Are you guys tired yet? Because I'm exhausted. All right, I'm gonna get the music on, and you grab water, fix your space, press pause if you need more time. I'm super excited about this one. We're gonna keep it so lit, team. So lit. Timer's on, you go in 20 seconds. Music is coming in hot. And woo! Jumping jacks to start. Oh, here we go. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Jack it up. 20 seconds. Here we go. Woo! Oh yeah. Come on. Core tight. Yes, you can. We are just getting started, team. 8 seconds. Let's go. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you've got your toe taps. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, tap it out. Tap it out. Tap it out. Come on. Yep. Yep. 8 seconds. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Woo! We're getting warmed up, team. Together. Jack it up. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice and strong. Don't ever underestimate jumping jacks. Woo! These are killers. 8 seconds. You can do this. Come on. Yes, you can. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Toe taps coming up. Dance it out. Oh yeah, I see you. 2 and 1. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Give me those runner's arms. Oh. Come on. Tap it out. 10 seconds. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Come on. Woo. You got 3, 2, 1. Oh. You're halfway. Woo. Here we go. 2, 1. Jack it up. If you need low impact, tap it out. Woo. Come on. Let's go. 10 seconds. Yeah, I see you working hard. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Toe taps coming up, coming in hot. Here we go, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Get it, get it, get it. Woo! Come on, come on. How quick can you do these? Tap, tap it up, tap, tap. Come on. Woo! Move those feet. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. One more of each. Woo! Thank God. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last set. Let's go. Woo! Breathe through it. Yes, warm up. Come on, come on, come on. Woo! 10 seconds. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have 30 seconds. Clear your space. Clear your space. Woo! Oh yeah. Woo! 20 seconds, okay? We have forward lunge, jump squat. Okay? Woo! 8 seconds. You did it, baby. Thank you so much for exercising with me. Do it again. Share it. Talk about it. Tag it. And video yourself. Send it to me. I'm so thankful you guys are working out with me. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Take care.